Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Friday here at Kingdom of Nerds, the other show. We got Joe's Dueling with us tonight and Dom the Enforcer. What's going on, guys?
Hefty week of pickups. Hefty week of pickups.
At least you got pickups. I was moving my stuff to my new storage unit.
Oh, how's that going?
It's going pretty good. I actually got pictures and video of my storage unit. How big it is. So
you're gonna have to put that on the PC and upload it.
What'd you get? A 10x5?
No, I got a 10. I got a 10 by 23, 24.
Wow.
That's sizable. That's that's quite large.
Where I walk into, I can go all the way to the end. There's stuff there. Put stuff on the side. There's a lot of room. You can actually live out of it.
That's the same. I'm about to say that's the same
space
size
for activities.
That's the same size as an apartment in New York City.
Yeah.
Only pay $149.
Some cases bigger.
How much?
$149 a month.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Oh my God, that's dirt cheap.
That is dirt cheap because I was paying almost $300 for a 5 by 15, small, like a really small room.
I can't get. I mean, a 5x5 by me is like $190 a month.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's
It's like it's places called Life Storage, and you have to put a code in. You get into the gate opens up, and but you know what? It's just been. I got it 3 times. From last, this the third time. Yesterday was the third time within a week, a little bit over a week that I brought stuff, and I'm trying to. I'm gonna show you
more boxes you got left.
Remember all the boxes I had?
They were stacked everywhere. Oh wow!
There's on my whole wall.
Good job. Good job, sir.
Now you can see the wall.
Yeah, so I'm working on it, and I have to get that side, the other side. So,
well, you're making progress, sir. That's good. That's a good thing. I'll get my goddamn camera fixed at some point.
A little bit of time. I don't have that much stuff. I just got one thing I really got.
I'll put you up so
I'll show real quick
what you got over here.
And then you could do your comics, your pickups, and everything. Because I don't want to be jealous because I didn't get none of my books this week. But, so I ordered these.
I told you to order from online. It's a lot easier.
I know. I have to start doing that. It's just I have no time to really go to the comic store. If they're not going to put the stuff aside for me, why should I rush over there and get a book? If they were putting the stuff aside, then I'd be over there. It's just I'll get there when I get there. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday. Who knows? I don't know. I'll get the books. But I got some cards that I ordered.
Cards?
About a week ago.
You in the cards now?
No, they're not just any cards.
Boba Fett cards.
Boba Fett cards.
How'd you guess? How'd you guess?
I don't know.
How are you doing that? Let me see. Hey, Shinobi, what's going on? Hey, Jeffrey Drake.
There we go.
Isaac, the biggest movie fan. How's it going, buddy?
First things first. He put this in there, right? Pretty cool.
Yeah,
right?
Pretty cool.
But these are the cool things. They're called carbonite slabs.
What?
I don't know.
What the hell is this?
You love your gimmicks.
Yeah, no. You got me that one. I got this one.
Nice.
Cool. Effect coming out of the Sarlacc.
What the hell is carbonite slabs?
So carbonite slabs, yeah, it's carbonite slabs. They're on whatnot too, and they just
any naughty or nice cards?
No,
I don't know, maybe.
That's my wheelhouse.
Yeah. No
but
kidding.
I think they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. So I could actually was it a Evo Retro? They have their slab protectors. I could actually put them inside here. Where is it? Where's Evo? There we go, right here.
He's become the #1 shill.
There we go. The graded Evo sleeves. We open them up now to get them, put the cards in, and I can protect them.
They're already slabbed.
Yeah, but you put them in the plastic too.
Yeah, true. Don't want the slabs getting scratches.
Yeah. Whoops. Doesn't fit.
What?
Doesn't fit.
Those are made for cards. They're not made for slabs.
Cut it, then tape it.
Well, anyway, these are for the PSA. What is it? PSA, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. I'll say PAS. Nah,
Public
but
school. What?
the public school announcement. But yeah, the slabs, pretty cool. See, it's a little thin, but
Nice. Cool slabs. That's it.
that's it.
All right, you're up next.
Might have to do these in sections.
All right.
So I finally got my Belite Frizen 1 in 50 or the 125 Age of Conan Belite 5. I've been looking for that for quite a while at a reasonable price. I picked up this just because I think it's just a fun cover. It's the Quake doll cover with the Steranko art in the back for Defenders.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Of course, I got one of these floating around. We got 2 more of the Sumerian order just came in too, so I have to open that up at some point. But that's 2 more.
I didn't get mine yet. What the hell?
Yeah. So what else we got?
I didn't even bother to go for that.
Just why not? I found it cheap, so some Valaria. I love my Conan stuff, so
is that Dotson the cover?
Got some incentives. Yeah, that was a Dotson.
Yeah.
I got a few incentives there. I got a nice Merkin Dolpha.
I think you said a Merkin.
No, Merca, Queen of the Black Coast. I love my Belite. More Belite ratios. I've been looking for this Pacelli reasonably for a while as well.
How many books in that set?
There was a 5-issue run, and I think they had one. I know they had 1 in 25s and 1 in 10s, and then I believe an A and B cover as well. I got a ridiculous. I will show these quickly because there's way too many of them. So I got a ridiculous amount of bombshell covers because I'm looking to fill that out. I won't show them all. I have a reel up somewhere on IG that goes through all of them, but I really wanted to fill in my bombshell run. So I don't know. I probably bought 20, and then I bought a bunch of Justice League Dark stuff, just filler.
Oh, nice.
It was I found this cheap, and I love the lenticular.
Nice. Futures and
if you're gonna have a gimmick, it should be on a book like Justice League Dark. It just makes sense.
If boobies are on the cover, I will.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, no. I just Midtown was having a sale, and there was some stuff that I just wanted for filler. You know? Other than the Conan stuff, most of it is just A and B covers and stuff like that. But stuff I wanted, fill out the runs. It sucks being a completionist.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm fucking scratching. You know, I feel like Dave Chappelle when he's all coked out, he's scratching himself. I need some more of those. I need some books.
Need books. Give me books.
Give me some books. I need some books.
All right.
I've been trying to be better about what I'm getting lately. I've been trying not to impulse buy as much and try to be like, okay, I need this for this run. I need this for this run, or this is a key I want, just to try to be a little more reasonable about what I'm picking up.
If you find them on sale, you get them. You know, you get your stuff.
All right. Yeah. I believe this is the Red Sonja Middleton version.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's one of my favorite covers.
I forgot what store variant this was, or I don't know what it was. I know I ordered it. It might have been.
If it's Transformers, I can't tell you what
I
store
that,
it was from. There's so many.
The cover.
I think this is a. Is it a Things from Another World variant?
It might be. I think that.
Yeah, I think it's from another. Yeah, I think it is.
Then I got this 1 in 25 Red Hood Gotham War.
Nice. Is that the Chuma?
Yep, Chuma. And then of course I had to get this DC Ghouls Just Want to Have Fun, the Lobo cover.
Oh, nice.
I love this cover.
I love it. Jay Lee's the stuff Jay Lee's doing now is so good.
Then I got this cover.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Newsstand.
Oh, nice.
I think this is Darwin Cook, right? Yeah, I think so.
I believe so.
Yeah, I got this free. With a book I ordered.
Every
I hate when they
Transformers
when-
Armada. I have those.
I hate when they stamp the store.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for comic book day. Yeah. They leave all that white space there. They
Just came in.
Oh, you
Oh,
bastard!
nice.
You bastard! Get out of here, man. Throw it away.
What? I
Bastard.
know how long ago I ordered this.
Oh, listen, I don't care how long ago you ordered. You know I'm looking for that book. Get out.
That's what pre-orders are for.
I hope
That's why you pre-order your books.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And then I got this.
Oh, the Spider-Man game.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 game.
Nice.
They have to
Places
have
have
a
pool
hot
boxes.
toy.
Places have pool boxes, Dom. They'll hold your books for you.
And
Yeah.
then some stuff came back from CGC this week.
Nice.
Liefeld's nice signature, huh?
Yeah, fuck Liefeld, his signature. I just want the label.
right over the mutants.
I just want that label.
Oh yes,
Oh.
the nice custom label that they have for him now.
Yeah. Lastly, I got this. The Mutants
Oh,
98
nice.
newsstand 96. It should have been a 98. They screwed me on that.
Who screwed you? The conspiracies, man.
Yeah.
Come on,
Illuminati.
this
Yo, the Illuminati screwed you.
this
man.
thing is like perfect. They probably,
Sure.
yeah, I think so. Unless that's Liefeld's fingerprint on here.
Yeah.
His DNA.
I'm sure if it was his fingerprint, he'd charge extra for it.
Wait,
I
is
know.
that? Looks like it's Coke on there. What's going on
Yeah.
here? Bastard.
Come on.
That's what he. Fucking Liefeld. Fancy Starscream, AOA, X-Men. Oh yeah. Liefeld ruined that. Like he
Yeah.
did. All right, let's get into the news, guys.
Mhm.
See what's all right. First up, we got the weekend box office forecast. They have Killers of the Flower Moon bringing in 30.2 million. Taylor Swift going down to number 2.
I can't
Finally.
believe that. I mean, a Scorsese movie, I understand doing well. I was surprised Swift dropped as much as she did. I thought that
Well,
was going to be a serious
Well,
like repeat.
It's only in theaters on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
No.
Not during the week. Exorcist Believer still holding on 6.3. Paw Patrol still in top. And Saw fell hard like a rock.
Man, all those movies like that, they fall. They'll do well on opening weekend, and they kind of.
Yep. Now, the closer it gets to Halloween, more the horror flicks start to.
I mean, if the people that really want to see Saw 10 are going to go see it when it opens.
Man, you see how crazy Saw 10? When did the first Saw come out?
2000 maybe.
Really?
Feels like
know
forever ago.
I know. I'm just saying the fact is that.
Oh, 2004.
Oh, what? 2004?
Yeah.
So we're up to 10 from 2004, which is a pretty steady. If you think about it, every 2.5 to 3 years, think about it. You have a Saw movie come out.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
I can't believe.
I stopped watching after like 3.
Shit, I can't believe I was actually watching something on TV. So somebody made a 3D like animated but live action Godzilla. That's coming out on in November. It's the 50 years of Megalon, the fucking giant roach that fought Godzilla. And I call it, it's a giant roach. That's what it is.
Jet Jaguar.
Jet Jaguar. But I actually was like, damn, but you have to see how cool that this. It's like a short. It's a Godzilla. It's Godzilla fighting Megalon, and Megalon looks more menacing than he did back in 1973. He had freaking sharp teeth, and he looks really.
Listen,
the guy.
I like my jumping around.
I know, Hey, listen.
Godzilla from the
Yeah.
70s.
You know what's funny? I watched the preview to Godzilla versus Megalon. They don't call him Jaguar. They call him Robot Man in the freaking preview. Robot Man. Robot Man. That's what it was. I was like, damn, really?
Well, we have a fun guess the kaiju section game for Get Off My Lawn later on.
There's so much Godzilla. Look, I'm a Godzilla fan. I'm a Godzilla fan, growing up Godzilla, and I'm happy for all the shit that's coming out. We're getting more Godzilla than we could actually.
We gotta start doing watch parties with the audience.
It could.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just set up a link, and then stream it to the other link, and let them watch that link, and don't broadcast it.
Listen,
I think
I
might
look
get
at
in
it this
trouble.
way. Everything that we collect, everything in our lifetime we collect is up there in age, 50 years old, 60 years old. Crazy.
Yeah, true. And like AOA said, Swift counts it as printing money.
Oh yes.
So, she's so apparently Taylor Swift is part of the Illuminati.
What? What?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
The lead singer to Imagine Dragons was mentioning all the people that are part of Illuminati, and I was laughing that she's a historian from the.
You decide if Dom's conspiracies are true or lies.
I was watching. I was looking at it. It's funny. I'm just crazy.
But I thought it would hold on a lot longer than this. I didn't think it would fall a second so fast. Only after 3 weeks.
Yeah, I thought there would be a ton of people seeing it repeatedly over and over and over again.
Hey, Cosmic One.
And you have that one person that's probably seeing it over and over again.
Her fan base dwarfs anything. Trust me, there's more fans of her than there are Scorsese.
But let me ask you a question now.
As shameful as that is to say, but
she had a song. She broke up with the dude that she was with, the football player. What's his name, from Kansas City?
They broke up already?
I think they broke up because she made a song that she made a song of losing him already. I have no idea. What the hell?
Oh, Dom.
Hey.
Haha, good bumper.
Yeah.
100K is a fall? Yeah, it is.
It's funny.
Fine it hell well, damn it. Screw you, AOA. It doesn't fit my narrative.
Speaking about people, I need a little refresher. Who the hell won in some of the prizes that I gave? I actually forget.
You have to go back and watch because I got no clue.
I have to look because my mind is going crazy.
You didn't write it down?
I know Cosmic won the book. I know Chef won something. I'm trying to figure out who else won. I gotta go back.
We bookmark Get Off Your Lawn, so it's easy to pop to wherever you need to pop.
Did you give something at my show last week, or no? Or was that the Monday show?
Well, I gave away the book. The last book I gave away was the Con program, and I also gave TMT. He won the statue. I know that.
Dom, that's what every Taylor Swift song is about, Dom.
That's it.
50 exits, 50 songs.
You make up with me, you break up with me. It's a tragedy. Jeez.
Next up.
She's gonna write a song about Dom, not remember.
Here we go. Live action remakes. Live action remakes for Frozen, Tangled, and The Princess and the Frog are rumored to be in the works at Disney.
Stop, Disney. Just stop. Come up with something new.
They're not going to stop as long as it makes money.
I know it's just it's easy money, but it ends up pissing people off when they change things. Or, it's a cash grab. As long as they're making money, they're going to do them. But
it really is free advertising when all the haters go out there and make a million videos.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah,
and
it just drums up.
People that hate the haters are going to go see the movies just to piss them off.
Yeah, I mean, we can speak to that effect.
I came here looking for Kyle. That's tomorrow. As if he wakes up.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Disney's going to do what they're going to do. It's just like, but you have a multi-billion-dollar corporation. You now have 8 million writers that are required to be in a room. Come up with some new goddamn content.
Well, you know what?
Well,
They can't come up with original content nowhere. Everything. It's like you
has
do a
Disney
reboot.
ever been original?
No.
And all the great Disney animation growing up, they were taken from somewhere else, whether a fairy tale, another country's fairy tale. It's just that's what they do.
Yeah, I mean, there's loosely grabbing a fairy tale and reimagining it, and then here's a live action version of this that they sell as a live action version of it. Then they change things, and then
You know why they
it just
change
gets
things?
divisive. It's fine. It's fine that they do. I don't really give a
change it
shit because I'm not watching any of it anyway.
I know they change it because they want to freaking make it updated for the kids today, the generation.
And
today.
that's fine. And I
it's
understand
fine.
that you have to
But you
market
shouldn't-
to modern. I mean, kids that are 10 years old today aren't kids from 1960 that were 10 years old. There's different things that are going to appeal to those kids, so you're going to want to appeal to them.
Kids 10 years old want to play with toys. They want drones, cameras. They want to freaking go on computer games. They freaking the building websites. They're making money. They don't care today of what we grew up with. And like I get upset with the fact is that they remake stuff over and over again, make new content. And if you're gonna change the diversity or gender in movies, do something different. Give them a different spotlight instead of putting them under the same thing, because it's going to be controversial no matter what you do. If you,
Like I said, I don't care. I mean, I understand they're going to do what they're going to do, and I just with all the assets that they have and writers that they have, I just wish if you want to make something for this current generation, make something. You have blank slates to create new engaging content for whatever audience you want to. Or at least do a live action sequel to something. Do something that isn't just the same rehash. But like I say, it's easy money for Disney.
Well, they gotta make money somehow to pay for all those Marvel TV shows and movies and Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I mean,
shows.
Disney Plus streaming is still hemorrhaging money. It's been hemorrhaging money. It's getting a little better every quarter, but they're still hemorrhaging about $500 million a quarter for Disney Plus streaming. They don't, and this is the way they close that gap is
like
movies.
Like Monday when I put up all the reboots they're doing, Harry Potter, The Office. What else there was on that?
The Office being a reboot of a reboot.
Yes,
reboot or reboot. It's like a box of a box.
Hollywood has always done that. They've always rebooted, remade, rehashed. What they do.
I like the concept they did with Frasier, where they took the character and now this is where he's at now in his life. Unfortunately, every actor except for Kelsey Grammer in that show is absolutely atrocious. So it's not a good show.
I was talking to my wife about that, and it's like, Frasier spinned off from Cheers, which gave a whole new concept of Frasier, his life. And it turned out to be successful. Now, like I said, rebooting it again to get something else.
See Young One's Cosmic One.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work like it has.
Well, I think people call for a reboot of Indiana Jones, and once we get a reboot of Indiana Jones, people are going to hate it. So.
Well,
I never wanted Crystal Skull in the last one. I was happy with the 3 that they had. I would have preferred they just do something else and not have Harrison Ford, or just kill it altogether. It is what it is. It was great what it was. It captured a time period that you can't. I don't know, that old nostalgia doesn't.
Well, they needed to do that. The Indiana Jones, it was a trade-off for him going back to and playing Han Solo.
Well, you know what? Look, another thing too is another thing that they talked about was Chris Pratt was going to be the new Indiana Jones, and apparently they said that Harrison Ford was like making.
I don't need a goddamn new Indiana Jones. I don't need another Indiana Jones.
But
I'm fine. I'm fine with the one that I had. I enjoyed him for the first 3 movies. He made 2 shit movies, and that's fine too. And the last one wasn't that bad. But just let it die already. But
another reboot they're talking about, the guy from the Kingsman, one of the guys, the actors from the Kingsman, said it's time to do a Star Wars reboot reboot the original 3 movies for
Oh,
another
yeah.
generation. And I'm
Oh,
like,
They're
what-
not going to do that. They're never going to do that.
I know.
He-
I
And-
don't want to do it.
He's been talking all week, and he made
I
the
know.
news this week.
Yep.
So who knows?
and I'm very happy Cosmic One noted in
heard.
The Office. He's surprised they haven't done a reboot of the Young Ones, which I don't think they could ever capture the magic of how great that show was, because that was one of the.
Like they tried How I Met Your Mother,
show
How I
on
Met Your
TV.
Father. It didn't work out. I got canceled.
That was
How I
funny.
Met Your Mother. I love that.
How I Met Your Father was funny. I liked it.
It was okay, but it wasn't as good as How I Met Your Mother.
I didn't watch that actually.
How did you watch that? Come on, man. You
What?
like,
There's
you
very
like-
little on network TV
Come
that
on.
You like
that
Marco?
appeals to me.
Never watched
at all.
Seinfeld and Friends? Come on, man. Jeez.
I couldn't stand Seinfeld.
Oh, I loved Seinfeld, but
couldn't
recently
stand
there's nothing network wise that piques my interest. Hannibal was the last show on network TV that was
Hannibal was
Okay.
great.
Hannibal was actually better than pretty much almost anything on TV. Still to this day, that's
What's
one of my
the
favorite
movie
series
about,
of all time.
The FBI, the guys, what was his face?
Well,
The
yeah,
Blacklist
Matt,
was really good.
oh,
the
that
Blacklist. That's it. The Blacklist.
that
Blacklist.
big square-jawed girl that can't act. I can't
What?
can't do that. It was awful. And I love Spader. I love me some Spader. But man, I could not get into Blacklist. I watched it, and then there was the other show with the tattoo girl. That one
Yeah,
was awful
that
too.
one too.
I watched Friends, but
Friends
it
is
was
just-
some classic episodes, but then it's just like
You lived in New York.
Bro,
You know
it's
that
crazy.
apartment is
Blah,
so
blah.
unrealistic.
I know.
Yeah, I
You know
know.
what the funny thing is that
that is not the
after-
Greenwich Village I know.
when you start falling in love with your friends and things start happening like that, then it becomes a little like overplayed. My wife
Isn't that
doesn't
what
like
happened with you and Marco?
Friends.
Seinfeld was one of the few comedies that I can still rewatch to this day. Still makes me laugh like hell, and it's basically timeless. The humor in it is timeless. It's
Yep.
still funny. It never feels dated when I watch it. It's always funny.
Joe is a body shamer.
Yes, yes, I am.
Well, there was a I will say CW golden age of
No,
Smallville.
don't Roswell, original Roswell series. You
I love that series.
got me right
That was
here.
good.
Supernatural. I old
Yes.
CW stuff was great, but then it got bad and just worse, and then worse.
Vampire Diaries, the originals. Then they crapped the bed with that sequel series. I hate it. But I will say there's a good show on NBC. It's called Found.
Oh God, please don't say that. Don't say
It's
that. That show
really
is the
good.
dumbest fucking show
It's really
I have
good.
ever
liked it.
seen.
Which one?
There's the
Found.
illogical or there's the other one with Jesse is it Jesse Kelly? There's a new show with him which is actually good. He plays like a behavioral psychiatrist that gets asked to help. Found. Okay, Bruce, you like the show. You can explain it to me. Okay.
Yes.
Explain this to me like I'm a child. How do you only help poor people that have no money, yet you have all of these ridiculous amount of resources that make no sense?
I believe I've only seen the first episode so far, but I'm assuming somebody's parents are rich. I'm assuming it's the guy that has agoraphobia. Because remember in the first episode they say
he doesn't leave the tech person that doesn't leave.
Yeah, so I'm assuming his family's funding it because this is helping him get out
I don't know.
into the world.
It bothered that bothered me, and they better clear that up because I'm sorry, you don't have all these ridiculous amount of resources just out of the blue, and
Well, I liked Smallville. I thought Smallville.
Unless the
was
Knight
great.
Foundation is
10 years.
is funding her.
The Knight Foundation.
Smallville caught my attention. I watched that. I'm not a big Superman fan, but I like Smallville.
I love Smallville.
I like
Open a
the
song.
concept,
Oh,
the way it
so
was
good.
done.
Until that girl started banging everybody in a cult,
Yeah.
branding them.
Yeah, my wife
Ah.
said she didn't like it. She hated it, and she's a Superman fan. She loves Superman. So
That was a storyline I never expected when I was watching
I will
Smallville.
say this: Smallville is my second favorite Superman show, behind Superman and Lois. Superman and Lois, such good acting, such great special effects. You would think you were watching a movie with some of the special effects.
I do like Superman. I like Superman and Lois. Out of anything on CW anymore, that's probably the only thing that
Yeah.
My
I can
wife wants to say something
stomach.
about Smallville right now. Yeah. She's not going to come on. She's going to hear it now.
Smallville is a watered down, diluted version of Superman.
Yes.
Oh,
It's to make it palatable for the masses.
That's Google fed for you. There she goes.
That's my take.
That's a take.
Well, it was CW, so it was meant for a teen audience of
Dawson's
horny
Creek.
teens.
You know,
Dawson's Creek, Buffy, that same audience.
Yeah.
Yep, Angel.
Think of One Tree Hill.
Oh, I remember One Tree Hill.
God, I hated One Tree Hill. All right, let's move on.
You can go back further and go back to the old days of what was it on Nickelodeon? You had Swan's Crossing.
Okay.
God, I
Which
remember
was
that.
where the girl that played Buffy, Sarah Michelle Gellar, she was on that show when she was a teen. And then the teen dramedy 13, which was on Nickelodeon, which had a very young Ryan Reynolds. That was his first show that he was.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. All right. A group of A-list actors, including George Clooney, Ben Affleck, Emma Stone, Tyler Perry, Scarlett Johansson, proposed a $150 million deal to SAG-AFTRA. They also proposed a residual formula where the lowest names on the call sheet who most need the money be the first to be paid. They're willing to shell out money.
Can you explain this? What's the 100? Are they willing to? They're funding the union, or are they?
They want to fund the union. They got together and they were going to fund the union.
Which,
So,
in
end the
theory,
strike.
they should have been doing all along.
But it's against the contracts for them to take any outside money for work they do.
But couldn't SAG redo their union contract so that it was tiered, so that if you're an actor that makes $80 million a picture, your union dues are higher to offset those who aren't working?
No, you can't do that. You can't have that in union in contracts. That won't work.
But you see, I don't understand this whole thing. You know, the actors are willing to put money into to make it work, but the fact is they're asking for more money.
It's not.
Well, it's not the high end people that are asking for money.
It's the day-to-day people.
It's guy 2 on street. That's in the credits. That's the guy that's losing his health insurance because he only gets 1 or 2 guy 2 on street jobs a year, and
The background workers, the ones that make the movies pump, the ones that make the movie look realistic.
J-Lo should get money because she ruined his career.
I wish I was a SAG member, man. I did my acting a long time ago. Dom Tolbert did his acting. If you saw that compelling On the Edge.
Have we seen I mean, I know we know what the writers wanted and what they got. Have there been a clear list of what SAG wants outside of the AI stuff? I haven't seen
the AI stuff.
The streaming
they want
stuff.
a residual
Well, I know
from
they want-
streaming.
they
That's
want
the big thing.
nobody could figure that shit out anyway.
Yeah, because the studios and these streaming services will not release the streaming numbers, so they don't know how much is actually these shows are being streamed because they won't tell. Because if they're lower than what people guess, then they lose money. Then if they're higher, then people are like, why you just don't pay them?
And no AOA, I don't want the rich to pay for everything, but those actors are the first out there to cry about unequal pay and things like that. I'm pretty sure an extra on a movie gets paid proportionally less exponentially than a star in a movie.
I did it. A background worker. I got paid $75 a day. I got to eat, and I just did my thing. But if you become SAG and become a member of SAG, if you get a speaking line or a on shot, like an on screen shot where it's really it captures your face, your body, you get money too. But you don't get that much doing background work. But people live off the background work. There's a lot of people I knew that were doing background work.
A lot of people just needed to keep their insurance going.
Yeah.
I mean, and I understand that it's a screwed up industry, I don't like rich people crying about inequity and stuff like that unless they're putting their money where their mouth is and are going to shell out money to make their own industry more equal. And
Well,
this is nice that these actors are willing to put money in. That's a good
and
thing.
most of these actors have been giving money to
Yeah,
the
and
actors
that's
that
a
are
good
making
thing.
it,
That's what you want to see.
and helping out with the
I noticed Ruffalo's name's not there.
the connected services that go along with the acting, the people on the sets, the people that provide the catering, so they've been helping them out too. So
And
hopefully
that's
the
good.
strike
That's what they should be doing.
hopefully the strike ends soon because everything's being delayed.
Yep.
Matthew Vaughn, the director behind X-Men First Class and Kingsman, reveals if he is interested in directing DC's Authority. Apparently he's been in talks with James Gunn before this whole strike thing went on about directing the Authority.
I would like to see Vaughn.
Yeah, I like First Class
Authority.
a lot.
I like the original Kingsman movie.
Yeah.
The first two. I didn't. Kingsman was kind of, but it was watchable. But it was a little.
Yeah. And I think he said, I forgot what writer, it was him and another writer pitched a Superman trilogy to Warner Brothers before they did Man of Steel, and it was going to be they sent Superman to Earth, but Krypton never exploded. So you had all these Kryptonians coming to Earth and raining down hell on Earth, and Warner Brothers was like, nope, we're not doing that.
Yeah, that's. I think that's always the tough balance with MCU stuff or DCU stuff is the fact that you have people that will pitch really interesting projects, but everything is going to be watered down by corporate or
Right.
have to have some type of overarching theme or storyline, whatever, from the corporate side, or
But you see,
be a Gun or above, that's going to have to dilute things. So
it's annoying because there's so many projects that people can do that would actually get a lot of attention. But I don't know why these corporations want that to happen.
just
if
fucking let the Russo brothers direct everything and just be done.
Oh God, no.
yeah,
Have you seen this stuff after the Marvel
I saw
stuff?
Gray Man. I saw
I
Gray
wasn't.
Man.
I didn't think that got
didn't
very
they do
well
Ghost?
received.
No, not
It
Ghost.
was fine.
Not Ghost,
It was serviceable.
that show. That was
Hey, just trust me, Marvel stuff and DC stuff ain't fucking Citizen Kane. So it's
Rosebud.
serviceable.
Rosebud.
Hey, Anthony. I
know-
think this would be a good idea. Maybe
I
give
think
him.
it'd be fun.
Yeah.
He can handle the genre. He can handle a good action movie,
And he can handle multiple actors working together.
and he can, story wise, I think he has the brain for it.
Done it.
21
21
Bridges
Bridges
was
was good.
The Authority's going to be weird, though. I just, that's. I really hope they pick the right person for that, because if you have the wrong tone for that show, it's going to be really weird.
Well, listen, it's like Marvel's version. You have the Squadron Supreme. You have to do the Justice League version in the Marvel when that time comes, if they're ever going to do that. The Authority is actually the Authority is more a brutal team. It's more like the Boys type of stuff. If you really think about it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
the Authority is really up Gunn's alley more than anybody. I could see Gunn making it.
Yeah, but he can't write and direct everything.
No, he can't. But out of all the projects, when you think Gunn, do you think the Authority or do you think Superman?
Well, he has to do Superman. There's no other choice.
No, I know.
He has to knock it out the park.
He also needs to stop having a haircut like a 12-year-old, but that's another story.
Ah. Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody should take
He's a grown-ass man.
Take
He's a
Gun
grown-ass man.
clothes shopping. Stop showing up to the red carpet in jeans and sneakers. The Authority was the boys before the boys. True.
It was. That's why I'm hoping they pick the right person for it. I think Vaughn would do good with it.
I can't wait for the Pandaverse. South Park kills it every time. They're doing a special called the Pandaverse.
Yes. And
Yeah.
didn't they already get sued by somebody for it?
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
I forget whether I thought it was Disney or somebody was coming after them for it.
They should make a crime syndicate movie.
Well, listen, you know what? All of a sudden, all these like multiverse and all these MCUs and stuff like that are all doing their thing. Slowly but surely, the MonsterVerse is moving up to become a big powerhouse. Godzilla's taking it, baby, crushing the competition.
What's that have to do with authority?
I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying that all the shows and movies that are coming out that they're trying to make their versions of stuff. You know, people are getting bored of superhero stuff. I'll be honest with you, I am. You know, I thought I was never going to be, and I really, after Endgame, I kind of got, you know, everything's I want.
Yeah, it happens.
I'll wait for Secret Wars to come out in Deadpool, but other than that, I'm not.
Sorry, AOA. I'd take one John Cassavetes over 3 James Gunns any day.
He says Joe hates hair. James Gunn invented entertainment. Matthew Vaughn, good director, but his Superman movie would have been terrible. I agree. Anyone excited for the Booster Gold show? Yeah. Disney's coming after the creators. I am loving Gen V. Gen V is so good.
I watched. I finally caught up today, and
I gotta watch today's episode. I ran out of time.
How many episodes is there?
I won't give you any spoilers.
5 or 6? Is it 5 or 6?
Oh, damn, I haven't
5 or
watched it
6.
yet.
Yeah.
I gotta.
Yeah, it should be like what?
It's good.
3?
They've paced it well. It hasn't. I haven't had an episode where it felt like a filler episode. It's good. But then again, Kripke is executive producer and Supernatural.
Yeah.
Supernatural. All right. Next up,
I trust the pedigree.
a second woman has accused composer Danny Elfman of sexual misconduct.
Oh, I thought that was the woman that accused him.
A woman. No, I was gonna say myself.
The lawsuit filed in Los Angeles on Thursday, 3 months after Rolling Stone's disclosure of a $830,000 sexual harassment settlement. I thought that was the accuser also.
I was like this.
No, that's Danny Elfman.
Okay.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Who is insanely prolific, but I'll take a Mark Mothersbaugh over a Danny Elfman.
You know, it's to each their own. You know, I'm not judging. No judges.
You know, anything to proven guilty.
Yeah, she looks like Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka.
Was his misconduct against the Fry guys or the Hamburglar?
It was against Grimace.
Oh boy!
How you figure out what's what there?
So I agree. He does look so creepy in this.
He looks like Clockwork
forever.
Orange.
Come to my house for tea.
I mean, there's names that always stick with you in terms of composers. There's Danny Elfman.
Yep.
There's Zimmer,
Williams
and Mothersbaugh. Even though I love Mothersbaugh from Devo more than anything else, he's done a ridiculous amount of composer stuff for shows.
Sweet Jesus, what rock did they try that? He did the Spider-Man music. That was great. That's not a good look on him.
Maybe he was just looking for Precious, and he wasn't really harassing it.
Precious.
My precious.
Horrible.
$20.99. That's funny.
All right, next up. Twilight Saga is getting a reboot on the small screen, and a different Supernatural series provided the perfect blueprint for the TV adaptation. And they're taking inspiration from
I can't remember the name, but I've seen that series.
Witches.
Yeah, I forget the name of it.
Yeah, it's on HBO streaming. Yeah, it's actually a good.
Was it an AMC show initially?
No, it was a it's one of those that network that nobody has. That's like in the Midwest is huge.
Is it the True TV? Not True TV. Was it
Nah, I forgot the name of it.
was it Puto? Puto TV or Pluto TV?
Nah, it's fake. But a Twilight TV show, really?
More sparkly vampires. Nice.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Do you understand how marketable and valuable that segment of that demographic is? It's ridiculous. Young adult is a ridiculously lucrative
It was a Discovery of Witches.
Discovery Witches. There it is.
Yeah, it was on Sky One.
Oh damn!
That's a British channel.
Yeah, but it played over here on the same channel that what was it? Salem with Xena. Xena was in that show. Xena.
Lucy Lawless.
Yeah, Lucy Lawless.
Was it Freedom Network? Not the Freedom?
No, I forgot the name.
Dagger? Or BBC? Not BBC, right?
No, it wasn't BBC.
No.
Or Sky? No, is Sky One British or Sky One Australian? I always forget. I think it might be Australian.
It might be Australian.
But
Well,
right now everybody's getting ready.
14-year-old girls around the world are happy and excited. Good for them.
Well, unless they
Something
make it
for everybody. Something for everybody is important.
You know what? Yes, it is important.
Yeah, because there's a whole generation that never seen those movies. Hopefully they'll change it a little.
Well, you just have me watch the movies.
Hopefully they can find an actress that can emote, and that would be nice.
Hopefully they'll change the story about a girl trying to kill herself over some.
This time it's gonna be the dude.
Pedophile.
The most emotion I've ever seen her have is in Panic Room.
Listen, what they're gonna do is
DL.
They're gonna reverse it. It's gonna be a girl vampire, and it's gonna be a guy that goes after her.
The three pillars of young adult novel movies: Harry Potter, Hunger Games, and Twilight. True. Who has the FY near them? I do.
I have. Everyone went out of business around here years ago.
Yeah, there's
And
one
in Jersey.
like
When I go to Jersey, I'll be there
There's
tomorrow.
There's one like in 100 miles of me.
For your entertainment.
That's why I get all my DC McFarlane toys. Usually like $7-9. Love those things. All right, and now to the main topic. Is the MCU dying? Can the MCU be revived with a reboot?
So,
what's your thoughts on that?
All it takes is one movie.
Go ahead, Joe.
All it takes is one movie. That's all it takes to revive it. You have one big. If you do X-Men correctly, you basically revive the franchise because people are going to want to see what's going on with the X-Men and how that works. They can. I don't know if they will, but they can. It's doable.
What about you, Dom? What do you think? You think that the MCU is dying?
You know, the current state of the failures they had after Endgame, not dying, just it was more reality checked in. You know, they were riding a high for such a long time, with all their movies making $1 billion and stuff like that, and it kind of stopped them in their tracks. They have to reinvent themselves, and if the reboot is coming that they're saying after Secret Wars, after the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, they're going to have to go out and look. Let's put it this way: when you think of the MCU, you think of the original cast members of the Avengers, which started it all, and the new characters that they're putting in, people aren't really gravitating towards them. Even people that didn't watch that many of the movies want the original cast back. Because
I mean, I think if they were smart, they'd let it kind of die a bit. Do a couple one-offs that aren't tied into anything else, because Aquaman 2, we see how that's going to go. When you do a reboot or abandon something and you have stuff in the queue, it's people don't have an interest in it, no matter how good it might be. People don't have an interest in it. So do some one-offs. Trickle out a little bit of one-off content until people kind of forget about it, and then come out with something big. Once people are, it's in the back of people's minds, and it's not, oh, what's the next Marvel movie? Or, oh, this Marvel movie sucks.
Well, you know what they should do?
People forget about it a little bit, and then hit them with something big.
I think the problem with Marvel and DC and most of these comic book driven movies is instead of people going to the theater to enjoy what's in front of them as on the screen, it's all about, oh, let's watch this so we can get to the next thing. Enjoy what's in front of you.
Look, I look at it this way. They had a chemistry of what they did and how they did it. Like Joe said, one movie can really change the projection of how it's going. What they should do is, all right, you did the Avengers, you're doing the Fantastic Four. What you do is you start slowly building the X-Men team, because you got the X-Men. You're going to have to really build them out and slowly put them in movies and really have that big movie like a 2035 when I'm 65 years old. God willing, I make it there. You have the X-Men team come to life on the screen. You get them together. But you start off slowly building them in other movies, like in the Fantastic Four. You have a couple X-Men. You have Beast in the Fantastic Four because he's a scientist. He could work with Mr. Fantastic. And you slowly, surely build it and then have that big movie in a couple of years. And
well, the problem with that was that Disney didn't have the rights to the X-Men and Fantastic Four. Yeah. They just recently got the rights. And you can't expect them to spit out scripts and get directors and cast everyone within a year.
Script wise, it's kind of, we have these things. There's plenty of stories out there that can be flipped into interesting scripts. My problem with having some large shared universe and we need 7 of these movies and 5 of these movies is the fact that anytime you do that, you end up with a large story arc that deals with multiverse, time travel, or whatever, because they need to have a MacGuffin to get to the end to reboot it for when all the actors get too old or get drop out or get too expensive so that they can reboot it. So you have the exact same story arcs over and over again just so they can reboot it. And that, I would rather just see one-offs of stuff. Just give me one-offs of stuff. I don't care if it's different actors every goddamn movie. Just give me one-offs of decent movies.
This whole connective issues, like with Star Wars and all these connective things, sometimes it does get annoying because there's ideas or stories that could be fantastic, great if they're one-offs, and they won't do that. And it kind of sucks because they want to make an MCU, the DCU, they want to make a Star Wars universe. They just made one movies. Like the slasher movies were one-off. They came back, you had part 2, the same slasher, this and that. It wasn't, I do want to see a MonsterVerse with Jason, Freddy, and all those guys, but they need to change off things. Like you could do single stories that are not connected, like you said, like not connected, that actually could really take an audience and they can enjoy it.
You could do a Ghost Rider movie that has nothing to do with anybody else in the goddamn Marvel universe. It has to be better than the Nick Cage one. And it could be one-off. You could even do a sequel. You could even do a sequel of it, but you don't have to bury it in with every other Marvel character that's out there too. And that way, when you reboot this, you have to get rid of these people. And it just, the problem with that whole here's going to be a 21 movie story arc is you're going to have to reboot it at some point. Those people are going to get too old. Those people aren't going to want to do it. And either you're going to have to reboot it where you recast those people, or you have to use new characters. But I don't know. I hate time travel. I hate multiverse shit because it's just a cheap MacGuffin to reboot. I would just see good one-off stories.
I think also the biggest problem Marvel has faced since Endgame is trying to introduce new characters, new shows, new stories, and people haven't grasped the idea that you can like this show and not like this show. It's they don't get it. They need to like everything. They haven't realized that not every show or movie is going to be for them. Not every
As Mwamba 85 said in the chat that Werewolf by Night was its own thing, and it was, and I loved Werewolf by Night. I thought it was a great, fantastic little one-off. But I hated She-Hulk. And that's okay.
Look, let me
And,
tell you,
and I love She-Hulk.
what they had
Exactly,
to
and
do
that's
was,
okay.
with these TV shows, now that they're learning and they're so-called going to do it, you need to have, you can't just have regular people in a show and think it's going to take off and be part of the bigger picture. WandaVision was great, but when those theories really got in and people started saying, oh yeah, Mephisto's part of this, and when it didn't happen, we had a lot of people that were very upset, including
Those
myself.
were just the dumbasses that were bag holders that were buying, Silver Surfer because
Yeah.
Mephisto's on the cover.
Yeah, a lot of the people that are angry online about some of these things that don't happen, it's the same people specking and flipping books and chats.
Always
Discord
remember the
groups.
loudest voices are not the majority
Yeah.
of people.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, everyone's mad about this. No, it's just the loudest people that might have a platform are complaining about something. It doesn't necessarily represent everybody, because if it was, Marvel would have been out of business 5 years ago, and DC would have been out of business 5 years ago. The vast majority of people will be spoon-fed whatever they're given. They're okay with it. They're okay with mediocre entertainment. They just want some bullshit to forget about what's going on in their day, and they're happy with it. And that's fine. They're not fanboys. They don't care about canon. They don't care about any of that shit. They just want to be entertained for a little bit.
Exactly.
And people have, I don't know, it's this whole thing where they need everything explained to them in a movie. You can get stuff inferred. You don't need to see every
That's just bad
aspect of
writing.
everything.
Off screen, things happen
That's
off
just
screen.
bad writing.
Yes.
Why is that happening?
That's just really bad. I mean, there's been really bad writing. I don't know whether that's necessarily the initial script that goes through and you just have bad writers from get-go, or whether it gets recycled in a writer's room and through corporate and through this and that. They say, no, you can't do this because people aren't going to understand it. And then maybe a script gets watered down to a point that, oh, you got to explain this and you got to do this, that maybe it's not as good as we would have enjoyed it initially. Or maybe it's just shit from the start and they have shitty writers. But I've had a huge problem with writing and editing in a lot of these things, Star Wars and some of the Marvel shows. But some of them have been very entertaining and very good. I love Loki.
Well, it's crazy with the Star Wars stuff. There was an AI a person writing a story, and they had like AI pictures in it, and they were talking, what if the story, if say the Force Awakens was awesome, and they had what if Rise of Skywalker was the Last Jedi was awesome, and Rise of Skywalker was awesome, and they did the story. Let me tell you, the first part of what they did for the Force Awakens was better than anything that Disney put out there. I'm like, why is it that somebody else can do that, and Disney, billions of dollars that they're putting out stuff? How can I not know how to write something that the fans want?
Rogue One was fantastic. I love Rogue One.
And
Rogue One was great.
fantastic.
Yeah, because look who
Andor was great.
Andor is great. I know, but the sequel trilogy, which really hits hard because that's forever going to be a part of the damn fucking movies.
And it's fine. And you know what?
It's not
kids that went to the movie to see those movies when they were 12, that's going to be their Star Wars. And maybe they'll be fans, maybe they won't, maybe they'll be super fans, maybe they won't, but that's going to be their Star Wars. Just like the prequel trilogy. When it came out, we were like, yippee, really? What the fuck? And we had our issues with it because we loved the original, and we're like, I don't know about all this.
Sam says
time passes, and there's a whole generation of people that love the prequel trilogy because that was their Star Wars that they were first, exposed to, and it's weird. It sucks getting old because you live through these cycles a bunch, and you tend to get a bit jaded and a bit biased and things, but. Like I said, it's going to hit for somebody.
I enjoyed The Mandalorian until season 3 came, and it really annoyed the shit out of me.
I love season 3.
Ahsoka was good. I enjoyed it.
I like Mando season 1. That's what I got.
And I love season 2 of Mandalorian because it brought back Boba Fett.
Hold on 1 second. Sam Richardson, Sam Anime Guy. I don't think that has proven to be true. Continuity matters. Or continuity matters. Sorry.
It does for Star Wars. It matters. Canon matters for Star Wars. Star Wars more than anything else because you have this rich mythos that's there, and people don't like to see that broken. Some people don't give a shit, but it
but then you
does
got
rub a
people,
lot of people the wrong way when it's like, okay, well, that doesn't make sense because what you just did now completely fucks up what you did in the movies, 40 years ago.
yeah, people don't realize that a lot of the stories for Star Wars and novels and extended and Legend, what's it called? Legend now?
Yeah, Legends.
It's not canon.
No,
It
it's
never
not
will be
canon.
canon.
Nope. Well, I don't know.
No, you never know.
Depends what
Some
writers
things-
they put in the
Yeah,
room.
it depends.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, but it was understood. But it was understood that way. You're reading it. You were reading it, and you knew it wasn't canon. You understood it wasn't part of canon. So you were
and
just reading interesting stories.
it's going to be very interesting to see how they reboot the MCU right after they introduce the X-Men and Fantastic Four. How is that going to work?
Yeah, I don't know what there is. Is Kang still a thing? Does he still have legal problems? Has it been worked out?
No, they actually pushed
Thank you, Ferd. He's playing the show
they
in
pushed
Discord.
Thanks,
the court date later on in the year, next year. So
yeah, I mean, I don't like to get into the tea of people's legal troubles outside of the movies, but they have a whole huge arc that's based on Kang, and I guess you could put a different actor in for Kang. It's not like he's not difficult to do. I like Jonathan Majors as Kang, but I like I said, I don't know. It seems to screw things up, and there seems like such a long timeline out before they ever do any of those movies. I mean, they're so slow doing movies. Plus, with the actor strike, and then we had the writer strike. I mean, when are we going to get that final Kang movie? So I'll be collecting Social Security.
you got the actor strike. Once that goes over, you have the guys who do the CGI, the guys who make all the stuff is on strike. So it's a triple effect. They got a triple trifecta when it comes to this stuff. The writers push stuff back. Now the actors are going to push stuff back even more, and then the visual effect guys are going to push back even some more. So we're lucky if we see like really good stuff in 2026.
Well, I think the strike has been maybe a blessing for some because people need a break between all the movies and shows that were just hitting them from left and right and trying to keep up, and now it gets time for them to actually sit down and reevaluate what's going on in Marvel, what's going on in Star Wars universe. So
I'm hoping.
I mean, they could make anybody popular. They fucking made Iron Man popular.
Oh.
Outside of fucking Demon in a Bottle, who gave a shit about fucking Iron Man before Robert Downey Jr.?
Guardians of the Galaxy. Them too.
Who cared about Groot?
But
I
right.
am Groot.
It's just that I hope that the strike does make we get better writing, we get better situation where the shows are much better, not rushed. And look, yeah, I'm always saying that I'm getting older and it pisses me off that how long you have to wait for these damn things to come out. Like I know I'm never going to see the ending of Star Wars. I know I'm never going to see that.
No.
But I want to see enough of it before that comes to a head. I don't want them to keep waiting and pushing things back. Anything can happen from now until the next movie comes out.
They need to clear up the strike. They need to lock down Taylor Swift to a multi-picture Dazzler deal and be done with it.
Hey, listen, she's gonna come Dazzler, man.
That the revenue they would pull in from that horrible bullshit would probably float great projects outside of that.
You'll have the Swifties mixed with the MCU, the mutant people, and everybody will be really happy.
Well, I don't give a shit. I just a nice influx of cash would allow them to
they need
not go cheap on the projects I want to see.
Yeah, Disney needs a hit right now, a movie hit for their movies. They need a hit to a point where the MCU, something big that will get them over $1 billion now to get them back on track. They definitely need that.
It's so
doesn't
hard.
have to be $1 billion.
It's going to be so hard to hit that number anymore.
Yeah, with streaming and everything is hard. But all right, if you're watching on the replay, let me know what you think about this. Can the MCU be saved? Do you think it's dying? Do you think it's dead? Or you don't care? Leave a comment during the rewind. Next up, some rare video games. I thought I'll do a little cheaper games this week. So we have Super Mario Brothers.
Huh.
$17.
Released September 13th, 1985, developed by Nintendo, sold for $17.
Yeah,
You
that's cheap.
You gotta buy those weird games that you're looking like, what the fuck is this?
It's so funny. Next up, Super Mario 3. Sold for $22.
Wow.
Insane.
In box?
It was yes, in box. Paper Mario for N64 sold for $70 in
Okay.
box.
I think I had that game.
I thought it was gonna be Paperboy at first. I was like, "Ooh, Paperboy."
I like Paperboy. It was a good game.
Paperboy was my favorite game.
Yeah.
I love that game. Next up, Super Mario RPG. So Nintendo, $81 in box. Not bad. I never played any
I've
Paper
never
Mario
seen
games.
that game before.
My mother-in-law used to play Dr. Mario all the time. I didn't know that was a thing until my wife told me. She's like this, hey, that her mom used to play Dr. Mario. And I'm like, Dr. Mario? I never heard that game. He goes, yeah, it's Mario as a doctor. I'm like, that's a fraud. He's a plumber, a doctor. What the kind of shit? How many freaking jobs this guy has?
Next up, we had a not for sale Super Mario 64 cartridge. Sold for $194. Yeah.
I'm just really surprised the prices are as low as they are, considering the prices we've seen on a lot of those other weird games.
It's so funny.
Eventually everything goes down. Everything goes down. It's a stock. It goes down and it shoots up.
I guess
with comics, toys, video games.
Some things unfortunately stay down.
Well, right now the economy is not that good, man. Right now, no one's buying stuff that much anymore.
For the next segment, something new. Vinyl Vibes, where we look at some vinyl sales, and maybe Joe want to show up a few vinyls during this segment.
Yeah, sure.
First up, we have what's up? We have first Al Green LP Backup Train sold for $100.
Nice. I love Al Green. The story of Al Green and how I believe he cheated on his girlfriend, and while he was taking a shower, she had grits on the stove, and she opened up the shower and threw hot grits on him. And that's how, and that was a, scales from the eyes moment for Al Green. And
crazy. You have any LPs you want to show off before I go to the next?
I will show when you have one of them because I have it, but I picked up a Bruce. It's repressing Factory Records of Unknown Pleasures, Joy Division. Nice 180 grain pressing of that. Some nice Frank Zappa, fresh repressing of Waka Jawaka.
That's nice.
Which is nice. There's repressing and redoing a lot of Zappa stuff. Then I got some fun New Tone records. New Tone and High Tide have a lot of cool surf rock and interesting music. And the fun part of these is the fun colored vinyl.
I like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of different colored wax. This is the Boogaloo Assassins. It's a good Cubano Latino band with this
that's cool. I like that.
Cool Grain album. Yeah, so those were some of my pickups that just came in recently. I've been trying to buy some stuff repressed. I buy old stuff too, but when I can find new stuff on vinyl or repressings of stuff, especially if they're from the original people that put out the albums, I always try to
Yeah,
try to get
the only new
a
albums I
fresh
got,
one.
the only ones I picked up were two Walmart exclusives: the Mandalorian season 1 and 2 soundtrack on the vinyl with the pictures. They have Mando and Boba Fett on the covers.
Oh, nice.
So,
Nice. Hold on. Hand me some of those vinyls over there so I can show off after doing this. Talking to my assistant. Next up, we have Bob Dylan's self-titled debut stereo promo vinyl LP
So
sold
nice.
for $13.75.
damn, look how young
That
he
is
Bob Dylan.
that
Jesus.
is wonderful. I have a handful of most of my old Bob Dylan was on CD back in the day, and then I started to fill everything in with vinyl, and it gets pricey. It gets very, very pricey.
Cosmic One. Oh man, I had tons of vinyl. We need to go over more.
Oh yes, it's a fun. Yeah. I mean, you hit on so many different cool things with vinyl. I mean, number one, the music, of course. There's always your favorite bands and stuff like that. But some of the cover art that's been done on new albums and old albums is amazing.
My cousin had a shitload of albums, 45s and vinyl records, and he had the all the Rolling Stones zipper cover. He had the Beatles, the Baby.
I had all the Beatles Apple. I had a bunch of Beatles Apple pressings because it was originally put out on Apple Records. I had all of those, and I sold them like 25 years ago, and I just kick myself every day for doing that.
Wow.
I will never sell music again. It just goes in the personal collection, and that's what I have.
Next up,
and this I love.
the Marvelettes first press seal sold for $248.
Nice.
And I believe my buddy over here has a copy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, mine is not sealed, and it is not in great shape, but I saw that sell, and I was like, oh shit, I have that album. I don't keep up with the prices of a lot of this stuff, so it always amazes me sometimes to see.
Yeah.
I literally picked this up at a thrift store. I was like, oh shit, I love the Marvelettes, and I think it was $1. That's the thing about old vinyl. People see, people they know or bands they know, and those get fished off elsewhere. But there's so many great bands that have albums that are worth a good bit of money, and people send whole collections to thrift shops and stuff like that because they don't know what to do with it.
I got to start going to thrift shops.
I just love the fact that when you play a record and you play a record too much, get the scratch, and it doesn't go off that one hit, and you hear the same thing over. I love that.
Oh yeah.
Next up, Van Halen, women and children first sales.
The proper Van Halen.
$5.
Proper Van
I know
Halen.
the proper Van Halen.
Fuck Van Hagar.
Roth, but I like Sammy Hagar's vocals. I'm sorry.
Van Hagar.
Sammy Hagar's voice. I like that. The friggin' the power ballads. I love the power ballads. He has some good power ballads.
Sorry, I'm a Diamond Dave guy, and I'm sorry that the Van Halen with Diamond Dave makes me want to bang chicks and smoke cigarettes. Van Hagar makes me I don't know what that makes me want to do.
Tequila? He has tequila. Come on.
Yeah.
No, but how old? He just turned his birthday was just recently.
Who, Hagar?
No, freaking David Lee. I think he just turned.
He got to be at least 70.
70. I think he just turned 71 or something like that, or 70.
He looks like he's 160, but
I know.
Him and Styx can have a competition.
Don't get me wrong. I do like freaking David Lee, but I like Sammy Hagar's just vocals.
Yeah, I don't know. I grew up on old Van Halen.
Yeah.
And then I had to live through the switch over to
Remember
Hagar, and it's
the controversial cover to the cassette had the little kid with the cigarette in his hand.
Oh yeah.
It was a baby or a
the little cherub with the cigarette.
Yeah. Let me show off a few more before I move into those bigger vinyls. I went to a garage sale this past summer and found some
Nice 45s.
45s.
Gladys Knight,
Nice.
Expose, little Noel's, other people, little Tina Turner,
Gina.
Tina.
little
With her passing, that probably went up in price.
Islands in the Stream, Kenny Rogers
Nice.
and Dolly.
Yep, Kenny Rogers, man.
I love the old 45s that had the little picture sleeves in them. That
John Williams, music from Close Encounters.
Ooh, nice.
Little Houdini.
I love the little thing you have to put in the middle on your record player.
Oh, yeah.
No, for the 45s, yeah.
Little adapter. Some Whitney. And some Andy Gibb. And then I have a little Billy Joel.
Billy Joel, great song,
Nice.
Stranger. Great album.
Then Don't Judge Me. I have a Sailor Moon
That's okay.
music
I'm
from
not going
the
to judge
anime.
you for Sailor Moon.
No judgments here, man. No
Double
judgment
album.
zone. That's awesome.
Got that from Japan. Got that. Little Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's what the record looks like. The records from Walmart, the one with the cover,
Yep.
the Mandalorian.
Somebody got me a K-pop album.
Oh, nice.
Blackpink.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Blackpink. They got Oreo cookies that came out called Blackpink.
And then I have what's this? Little Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah, you like Five Finger Death Punch? You don't tell me you like Five Finger Death Punch.
Dude, they're like my favorite band.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You know what? 2 thumbs up. You're more awesomer than ever.
That's all it took?
Yeah, you were awesome before, but Five Finger Death Punch, man. I've seen them so many times in concert, man. I love that band, man. Damn,
I love them.
it's awesome, man.
I think my favorite song has to be Going Away. Or
Yes.
I Apologize.
Yep, I
He's
love the
apologizing
ballad
for
ones. I love
for
the
overdosing.
lighter side of gray.
Yep.
Oh, awesome, man.
We gotta talk
like,
after this.
Oh man,
I didn't know
like
you like
that, man.
Five Finger Death Punch. All right,
Awesome.
next up, the Beatles. Songs, pictures, and stories of the fabulous. Sealed vinyl LP sold for $5,750.
Damn.
Damn, those haircuts have to go though. Damn,
Yeah.
those Jerry Lewis haircuts. Come on, man.
I got a couple more
And Naomi.
for you that'll be fun.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of money.
$5,000.
But who has it? But really, who really has this sealed? If you kept this sealed, you're the ultimate collector because it's like I know it's like getting a 9 like a 9 grade on a 1940 comic, but that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Hey, Niobe.
a lot of those end up being just stores that went out of business, record
Yep.
stores that had back stock and stuff like that because there's not too many record stores left. I mean, I know there's a bit of a resurgence for small scale ones, but the bigger, I mean, because there used to be big, serious size places that would sell used vinyl and stuff like that. And they'd buy huge collections, and they just have back rooms of just tons of stuff. Those places go out of business, and then you find little things like this that are nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You want to show off something else you said before I get to
Yeah, I got a couple for you.
Go ahead.
Midnight Cowboy.
Yep. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Square.
This is the Fonzie favorites.
Hey,
Sit on it.
you know what? I still can't
Hey,
believe that he
Mrs.
was
Cunningham.
35 years
And
old.
the nice thing is it folds out so that you can actually set it out if you want to stare at Fonzie.
I still couldn't believe that he was 35 years old and Happy Days hanging out with 18-year-old kids. But that's what that's
Yeah.
not what.
And I got a thing of police sitting
He's
around.
nice.
Nice.
And some Bob Dylan infidels.
Nice.
I got albums over here too. My wife has the record player with the albums. She got some stuff, but it's buried. I can't get to it. I would show
Yeah,
you.
my real good stuff is the jazz stuff that I come across, jazz and blues stuff.
And this is for Lord of Brooklyn. So I'm walking down the street singing She's the One Called Sailor Moon. Just saying.
There you go.
Every episode of the anime. All right, next up, The Doors, self-titled, sealed, with price sticker, sold for $3K.
Is that "Come On Baby Light My Fire"? The album?
I have it, but not sealed.
Jeez,
Come on,
insane.
baby, light my fire.
And the weird thing, it's like every collectible has all the weird stuff that you got to get into. So like, is it the first pressing? Is it mono? Is it stereo? Is it there's all these little ins and outs that you have to. You could find that Doors album for probably like $3 somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you see this one, it's 3,000. I know it's sealed, but just sometimes
Odd.
the first pressing of an album is going to be worth infinitely more than one that came out 5-10 years later.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. But that ends our new segment. And next up, that was a great segment, actually.
I enjoyed it.
this. What's popping with Pops? Let's see what some Pops are selling for this week. Dom's favorite pastime, collecting Pops, the wall of Pops he has behind him.
Oh yeah.
First up, we have Monkey D. Luffy wanted poster Funko Pop with official con sticker. I believe this came out.
This came out last week. Yeah, at the con.
So for $345.
Man, I thought that maybe it's a different sticker on them. I thought they were going for about 66 or so. After
This sold out. Sold out. People.
I know there were a lot on the secondary market right after the con. It was one of the ones that was really moving.
It kept selling out, and people want this. They even have I think a shared edition too. I think they got a shared edition on this, or this was a con exclusive only. I'm not sure.
If there was a shared edition, maybe that's the one that was going for 66.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Next up, we have Funko Digital 99 Halloween Series 2 Reaper Freddy. Freddy Funko as the Reaper.
I love the Reaper.
$300, limited to 1,550 pieces. NFT release.
So, supposedly the NFTs that they make, they're supposed to destroy the ones like the tokens that are given in. They destroy the rest. But give or take, that's what comic books do. Oh, 500. There's only 500 copies. Meanwhile, you got like a box somewhere in a warehouse somewhere, a couple of boxes. So you can't tell when it comes. But you want to think that these things are that many are out there.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. They're coming out with a new one, Halloween, coming out NFTs the end of the month. And they're gonna have
Let Giggles fed to the Pop segment.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Wow, not gonna happen.
Is it gonna involve them getting thrown out a window?
Well, it got involved by moving stuff to the storage unit. So,
let me just show this one more thing. It fell. New edition, Mr. Telephone Man.
Oh, very nice.
Oh man,
Nice.
Doesn't even look
Bobby
like
Brown,
Brown.
Ralph Tresman.
okay. Speaking about Freddy Funkos, when you get a chance, after you finish the thing, I'll show you a couple of Freddy Funkos. I have to advertise the.
We have to do that after show.
The
Tori Gojo WonderCon Jujutsu Kaisen sold for $125 limited edition.
Yeah,
I love that anime.
there's a shared one too. Like I had a hard time. The shared stickers are actually harder to find depending on certain pops that come out.
Yeah,
There's a lot of places don't get them because when the pandemic hit, the shared stickers were hard to find on some of the pops. So,
sure.
Good thing I don't collect anime. If I did,
You'll be in
I'll have
trouble.
even more stuff. Yeah, listen, when I moved my stuff to the storage unit and cleaned out the old one, I couldn't believe the fucking pops I have, man. I got more pops than I could possibly imagine, and I still have a lot more over there trying to box them up to get them out. So one day, I can make a big bankroll with my pops.
Yeah. We got Scream 51 Ghostface. It was vaulted and it sold for $243.
Now, if they made a Ghostface Killer, if they made a Ghostface Killer, then maybe I would get that pop, but not just Ghostface.
Yeah. Well, the horror pops are really popular. People love the horror pops.
Yeah, people do. Horror's made a resurgence in the last couple of years.
They have a new Freddy and a new Jason that dropped on Entertainment Earth. So
hey Ed, welcome.
They just dropped now. A lot of Star Wars stuff dropped today too. The last 2 days. But
Next up, Buzz Lightyear sold for $200. He has an ass for a mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's up with
Yeah.
the?
What was that?
Is that Arse face from Preacher?
It
Shit,
looks
the,
like it.
and
That's the first thing I thought.
the only Disney pop, like I have Disney pops, the only one that's original one that I have.
Uh-huh.
My favorite character, Stitch.
Oh, I know you love your Stitch.
I love my Stitch.
Nice.
I love this movie. I love the character. You know, I would have all the.
They're gonna redo it in live action and crush your soul, Tom.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of worried. I'm kind of worried how that's going to turn out. It's going to be kind
Live
of
action,
creepy. But yeah.
Buzz Lightyear.
But
We have Don playing.
I know somebody on Instagram that has all the Disney pops, every one of them, every sticker,
Crazy.
every version, and I tried doing that with the Star Wars. Impossible. Just too much, too many. Because think about it, there's 680 pieces now for Star Wars, so you double that with the stickers. If you're getting every sticker variant.
Buzz is showing his O face.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Next up, moving away from pops into going once, going twice, sold. We're still going with the theme of horror comics. So first up, we have Planet Comics 61 sold for 181 raw.
It's actually kind of cheap.
It's very, very cheap.
Yeah.
Granted, the raws, if you're getting them off eBay, God bless you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the pictures look great and then you get them and they're all chipped and some of them can be quite rough. I'm trying to
It's a woman in a dress.
Joe Dolan cover or not.
Always a woman in a blonde woman in a red dress. That's the thing.
Well, actually, this would be a good girl cover, wouldn't it? Because she's actually
Yes.
not in distress.
You could consider that a good girl cover.
Where's the shoes? Just saying.
Yeah, any of the there's a very wonderful fiction house auction going on at Heritage coming up. So Planet Comics is in there, and Fight Magazine, and trying to think. I think it's a Leah Elias cover.
Well, there's a Raz I'm in that hoping that I win this that Planet Comics. I need another copy.
It's one of my favorite. I mean, it's my IG avatar is from Planet Comics. It's one of my favorite series, and I haven't dipped my toe into it yet because I don't want to buy 1.5s for $400 or $500.
Yeah. Right, next up, Weird Tales of the Future #6, sold for $16.02.
Nice. That is a grip.
I love this cover. It's great. I love
Cool.
space covers.
Aliens.
Yeah, people love pre-code, and as well they should. These books
The colors
aren't going to be around forever. I mean, trust me, if these books aren't slabbed or put in a nice Mylar, they can breathe a little bit.
It's got to be.
They're not going to be around, for a long time.
Yep. Next up, Fantastic #9, CGC 2.0, sold for $158.
That's kind of cheap too.
Not a bad looking too.
No, it's not. But you can see the edges. Look at the back. Look at the spine.
Yeah, the spine is horrible. It doesn't present well.
Yeah, I mean, with Golden Age, you kind of look at things with a bit of a different eye. You're far more forgiving on certain things because sometimes it's just a cover you really, really want, and there's not. You might not see the book again for another 2 years. Pop up somewhere in a grade that's even close to being affordable for you.
Exactly. All right. Next up, we have Haunt of Fear #15, CGC 9.0,
Nice.
from a Pedigree collection, Bethlehem.
Ooh, that's a nice book.
Bethlehem, sold for $27.50. 9.0 off-white pages.
That's a nice
1952.
9.0. That's great.
Yeah, EC collectors will always. EC is, you can't go wrong with EC.
It's a beautiful book.
There's some hardcore EC collectors out there to have a pedigree. book that's 9.0 or above is quite nice.
Always suspect the unexpected, Jeffrey. Why do humans survive the vacuum of space and aliens wear helmets?
Yo, but you see, didn't I say that last week about Robin with the thing? We started talking about the mat, about the that why is Robin wearing a mask? It was on Monday. Why is he wearing the helmet?
Monday.
And
Yes.
Monday. I was talking about.
Oh, when I showed off my comics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, why is Robin? How is he not
Yeah, we
wearing
don't-
anything protective on his arms and legs?
His spine looks like Styx's hips.
Because it was made before we ever went to space.
Oh god.
And the last book we're going to look at for this is Black Cat Mystery number 36, a CGC 9.2, 1952, sold for $11.34.
That's a nice looking
That's
book.
nice for a
Yeah.
9.2. That's not bad.
Not
I mean,
bad
I
at
know it's
all.
later. It's later Black Cat Mystery, but still a nice book.
And they made good books back then. Freaking
Heritage is going to be the death of me. I keep seeing just such nice books. I'm like, well, maybe I could just put a bid in on that.
Before we move on to the next segment, guys, please like the video, thumbs up the video. Even if you didn't like it, thumbs down.
Please,
Your
like,
feedback is appreciated.
please.
And if you're here for the first time,
Bruce
subscribe
needs a
to the
new pair of
channel.
shoes. He needs a new pair of shoes. Come on.
what are you
Please
talking
like.
about? I'm
Please
trying to
subscribe.
I'm trying
Well,
to
you
get I'm trying
You
to
need to
get
get as many people to sub as possible. Get you to 200.
Yeah, I'm only like
So
9
close.
subs away. I'm trying to get a giant size X-Men number 1. If I get 200 subs, I'm going to get it. I'm just kidding. But I will at some point. All right, the next segment.
I like those giveaways. Get me to this number, and I'm going to buy something for me.
Yeah, pretty much.
I buy my own
That's how it
Christmas
works.
gift.
All right, next up, the segment used to be called Heart of the Cards, and I just didn't work out. I didn't like it. So it's been changed to After the Rip. What happens to these cards after you rip the pack and break the box?
The appreciation goes down like buying a brand new car. No.
Oh, look at this. Jet. Oh, I could have sworn that was Jet's icon. My God. I think my eyes are going. Those cedar wood chests really do keep comics asking. Need to sell some of those vinyls.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, first up. Start with a Yu-Gi-Oh! Labyrinth of Nightmare, a Gem Man 10 PSA sold for $12.60. And these weren't rare cards, these were common cards.
Jesus.
I had 1 million of these cards.
That's crazy.
It's
It's
crazy.
ridiculous. Next up, 1952
Yeah, Mick.
Topps Mickey Mantle.
Nice.
9.5 sold for $12.6 million.
Pocket change, baby.
Every goddamn penny.
Pocket
fucking Mickey
change. I
Mouse.
got that.
Holy crap.
I'm the one that bought this card.
And
Yeah, I would look-
his
You know,
signature's right under his name.
my
It's a
dad.
beautiful card.
My dad grew up in. He was born in the 40s, and of course he grew up in the 50s. So we had this card. He had this
Yeah,
card. One way or
My
the
dad
other,
had it too. It was-
and
my grandmother threw them all out.
yeah, and he used to put the stuff in the bicycle spokes.
Oh,
He had the
yeah.
bicycle,
Right.
and he used to tell me stories. And then later on, when I collected cards back in the when I got old enough, like in the late 70s, early 80s, I had cards. My mom used to take the card packs, put them underneath the furniture to balance out the furniture because the furniture was wobbly. So you should put them in there. And then me and my father had back in the late 90s, the late 80s, early 90s, before my dad passed away, we were like really buying a lot of stuff, and I had a great memory with my dad buying stuff. You know,
Great story, though. That's pretty cool.
yeah. So
I wish I never had the comics was enough collecting for me.
I had cards as a kid, but I
just
yeah.
imagine,
I have very few cards now.
just imagine if this card was a 10. How much did this go for?
I'm surprised seeing it in 9.5.
Giggles, come get him.
Giggles gonna come hit him.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah,
up,
in the back.
We have a 1996 Topps Chrome Kobe Bryant rookie PSA Mint 9 sold for $1,020.
Shit, I had this card, but I didn't have it graded. I had this card.
Jeez.
Yeah, cards are. I still don't understand cards and pricing and cards and stuff like that. It always throws me off.
There's so many variations of cards across different.
Yeah,
I had all the LeBron James rookie cards. I had all I had the Chrome. I had the Bowman. I had those cards, and I gave them away. I ripped them.
Mafia stories. by
Only
Dom.
rookies I have right now, really. The only
We don't
big
call him
rookies-
dominant enforcer for nothing. Like, hey, whoa.
The only rookie cards that I have now are I have a 9.5 Aaron Judge autograph rookie, and I have Derek Jeter SP rookie. Those are the cards I have.
Nice.
You know,
I have Mario Lemieux's rookie and I have Jaromir Jagr's rookie. I have hockey cards, and I have those graded. But other than
I
that,
got some.
I'm not-
I got some
Well, I got-
cards by Hoyle over there.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I got plenty of those.
I have like I said, other cards, but I said the card I have is the Aaron Judge rookie autograph 9.95 Beckett. So that's the only one I have.
Nice. Rest in peace, Kobe.
Yep.
Next up, a 1987 Flair Michael Jordan number 59 PSA Mint 9 sold for $1,020.
Wow, I'm surprised that card was hard to find.
You would
Hard to
think it'd be
find near a
more.
9. What?
You would think it would sell for more.
I know, but this card, there was a lot of these cards. This is when Fleer had so many cello packs and stuff like that. This card usually was on the bottom pack with the gum smacked down on the bottom of it,
That
and
gum.
the gum stained the back of the card, and also for some reason these cards are way off. Look, see, it's off centered. They always came off centered, and
Yeah, I can see it.
yeah, so to get a 9, that's really a good thing, because you're lucky if you look at 7 and 8s when this card comes out of packs. A 9 is very good. 9 is very good.
Not
I do have an unopened wax pack of A-Team cards sitting.
There you go. Yep, Jordan is the GOAT, baby.
All right, and the last card of the night,
You can't compare with Jordan.
Disney Locana number 4, Disney Locana 4, Cruella DeVille from D23 Expo, Gem Mint 10,
Get out
sold
of
for
here. Really?
$1,938. Yeah, at
Well,
D3.
How many? Do we know how many of these there are? Is this one of the? Because this is new. Is this one of those
It's new.
1 of 20, 1 of 50 type deal, or?
I think it was just a promo card.
Yeah, it was only handed out during whoever went to D23.
Of course. And to get a Gem Mint 10, that's a thing.
Oh, this is last year's.
But still, to
Does-
get a Gem Mint, to get it handed out, and to hold that card and get a Gem Mint by bringing it in.
Sorry, I can't hear Gem Mint 10 without thinking about Billy Mays.
That's freaking crazy. I agree with you, Cosmic. People probably didn't even hold on to these things.
Listen, speaking about
Nah,
cards,
people know going there to those Disney things. Those people are weird hoarders in terms of every little scrap of Disney paraphernalia that they could possibly get their
I
hands on.
know. They're crazy. Disney collectors, they're very hardcore when it comes to collecting.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Everything. Well, speaking
Yeah.
about cards, I got the Evo retro card
Jesus
protectors.
What are you shilling now?
Yeah, look at
Oh,
this.
same.
Go ahead.
Hey, I
He's
gotta
giving
say,
in to the French Canadians.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get you too, Dom. Do whatever you
regular
want.
cards, and for the thicker cards. Packs.
Now, where can they go get those?
Evo Retro. Go online, evoretro.com, and they have a large assortment of protectors for everything you need: comics, toys, video games, cards, you name it, they got it.
Marco has that same coat as Cruella.
Yeah.
I would be surprised. All right, that is it for the cards
covers-
this week.
That coat covers too much chest.
Ah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Hopefully, you guys like After the Rip. Please hit the like button. Next up, we get into flaming hot covers
Yeah.
for next week.
I love the covers.
let's see what covers made the list of being hot. Nice eye candy for Joe.
I love eye candy.
Yes, I
At number 10,
I love candy though.
we have Bryn Mawr. Number 4, R1 1 in 10 Wingard variant.
Well, I like that.
Jasper.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I missed the zombie books 2 weeks ago, man. The Night of the Living Dead and the Viking zombies. Yeah, man.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of The Fog. The
Yeah.
Lighthouse.
Yeah,
Mist.
that's a cool cover.
Yeah.
What this reminds me of? Land of the Dead. Remember when they were in the water? And the
Yeah.
dude had his eyes up and he go in the water? Yeah.
That's a great cover.
I like that.
Number 9. Go on, number 1, the Peach Momoko variant. This is from Distill, whatever that company
Distillery.
is. Distillery. This is a really good Momoko.
And Gone is Jock's book, right? I believe
Yes.
it's Jock's written, and he does art and story, I believe.
Yes, I believe so.
Distillery books. Is this? Do we know if this is regular size or magazine size? I know.
It's magazine size.
Yeah,
I believe they all are.
I think they all are. I mean, I know I got Devil's Cut when it came out. It was magazine size, and I pre-ordered Somna, the Becky Cloonan and Tula Lote series. But I gotta make room on a shelf now because I really like their imprint. It's super high quality. They got some really cool covers and really good writer combos, or artist writer combos.
Nice. At number 8, Penguin number 3, the Lotto variant.
That looks cool.
Yeah.
That looks nice.
Open order.
Delato's doing a lot of different stuff lately.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
The same thing with Scotty Young. He's doing the Batman cover. You know.
Yeah, still Scotty.
And Scotty never did DC, so he's doing that
Yeah.
now. So everybody's going and doing different covers, which is actually
I
kind of
can't
cool.
wait to get that cover. Delato, he's been hitting with those DC spotlight covers for DC.
Yeah.
At number 7, Something's
I
Killing the
love that
Children. Number
Raza.
34, the 1 in 50 Raza.
Raza, man.
I'm so tempted to pull a pre-order trigger on this, but I'm gonna roll the dice and hope I can get it cheaper later. Which with most Something is Killing the Children ratios you can, but God, it's such a good cover.
It's
Really
nice.
good
Like
cover.
It's such a good cover.
the colors really make it pop.
There's a Sosa Micah cover too, I believe, for this 34 as well. So you got some different artists coming over there doing some pretty cool covers.
Nice.
But this Raza is just
it's
been a while since I've seen a Raza that really was like, ooh, Raza. This is that
for a
me.
while it was just all Jenny Frizen
Yeah.
doing all the incentives. Next up, number 6,
Hey, Joe, check your messages.
Power Girl number 2, Lyrics League cardstock variant.
That's cool.
Another
Anime style.
great cover. This should have been an incentive, not open order.
That's nice. I like the anime look.
Lyrics is becoming one of my favorite artists. At number 5,
I like that.
Captain Marvel number 1, the John Tyler Christopher negative space variant.
That's good.
Yeah, looks good.
I'll buy it though.
You know, there are a ton of negative space variant fans out there.
Yeah. I have the Star Wars negative space ones. That's it. I actually just purchased the Darth Maul negative space one that dropped.
Nice.
That one.
Yeah, there's a first appearance in here because you saw that number 2 cover, the Sway.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that character I believe appears for the first time in this book. So that hot ass Sway cover where people be like, "Who is that? That's hot," and gobble it up.
Yep.
We'll then realize that the first appearance is in here if that character goes anywhere.
Nice.
Well, they're probably going to put her on the second print 1 in 25 incentive. I'm gonna lie, Brie Larson, that it would be beautiful. She would love it. Next up, number 4, Dark X-Men. Number 3, the Scotty Young variant.
Yeah, I'll pick that one up. I like that. I like
I
Scotty
like
Young.
this, the Goblin Queen.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait for those Batmans next week to order them.
I know you can't wait for that. There's a chrome cover too.
Huh?
There's a foil cover.
Foil, yes. Trade
Yeah.
dress.
And a black and white.
Yep.
Sketch.
I'm getting the bundle. Damn it. And number 3, Green Arrow. Number 5, the 1 in 25 Matina variant.
Oh, that's nice.
This cover is. Oof.
Matina's Matina.
The crows just look amazing.
I gotta start reading Green Arrow again.
It's really good. I mean, all of the Dawn of DC stuff has been really good. The writing. At number 2, Detective Comics 1075. This is the A cover.
That's pretty cool.
Detective has, ever since they kind of changed the look of those covers, they've been some really, really sharp covers.
Yeah.
That's a nice black and orange cover. So that's a Halloween cover type of
Yeah, they also have this as a incentive as black and white. It looks good.
Yeah.
But I like the colored in.
Yeah, looks good.
And of course, the number 1 book of next week. Yeah, it's here. Amazing Spider-Man number 36, the 1 in 25 Art Adams variant.
I will never complain about an Art Adams cover.
I know you won't.
I can't. I just can't do it. I don't have it in me. I've been loving Art Adams since I was a teenager. I will continue to love Art Adams as he appeals to me more as an adult now. And
makes lips nice. The lips look nice.
He could do these tit up shots, tit to head shots as much as he wants.
Booby cleavage.
And I will want every single one of them.
The booby cleavage. That's what you want.
So that is it with the show. Thank you everyone for showing up. Hopefully I see you guys again for Monday Madness, where we're going to be spotlighting James Wan.
Nice.
And James Wan just got some news recently.
Talk about the gargoyles.
Yeah, gargoyles.
Can't wait for that.
Before Monday gets here, please go over to Renovision, subscribe.
CBSI
like
Hot 10 coming up soon.
What's coming up?
Oh, the CBSI Hot 10 drops at 9.
Interesting.
That's good to watch. There's a couple people you might recognize.
What would the number 1 book be?
Well, you can catch me and Joe on Renovision's top 10 list in about 10 minutes. If you want to check it out, see where books on the list, what books are hot this week, please hit the link in the chat.
I bet you there's 2 books on that list that are the Duke Ashcan and the Cobra Commander Ashcan. I guarantee.
I'll take that bet. Anyway,
I'll easily take that bet because we don't do exclusives.
and then right after the CBS Hot Top 10, please hang around and check out Get Off My Lawn, where I will be guest starring tonight, along with Joe and Domtober, Jedi, and Styx, whose birthday is today. He turned 165. So,
yeah, we got a fun show tonight with
it'll be fun, a very fun show.
Just for BK, we're going to talk about Nick Cardy.
Nick Cardy, I got my Nick Cardy covers ready to go.
So we're doing a little spotlight on Nick Cardy, and we got some Name That Kaiju fun game.
Nice
to play. We're gonna have a new segment, When We Were Young, where we look at the old 80s handheld electronics. Stuff that we loved when we were kids. So got a lot of fun stuff. Yes, we are the Rebel Top 10, BK.
Yep.
The official. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. Please like, and I will see you in a few.